Oh man, I think we should do more like pre-show roll like this. Like just, let me light my candle. Oof, it's been a week, man.
And it's only Wednesday.
It's the end of my week, and the end of my.
Oh.
Let me not say that. The end of my the this is a end of my work week, but quite a few things need to take place. But yeah, I am thankful some good things happen. Yo,
Mhm.
I'm at work today. Yeah, and my mom texts me. My mom texted me and she was like, "Your smoked turkey is here." And I'm like,
Oh.
"What? No, not
What's
oh." I was like, "What?" I literally sent her a question mark.
Where'd you order that?
And she sent me a picture. There's a box addressed to me, and it was a smoked turkey. So immediately, I'm like, "Damn, somebody done hacked one of my cards or something." And I was double shocked because I'm paying some stuff off, so I've been keeping like an extra eye on all my accounts, and I look through all of my accounts at least once a week. And I was just actually earlier that day at work, I'd already looked through them, and I'm like, "Yo, someone got me," but I'm like, "Why would someone steal from me and then send it to like what is happening? Like what did I click on? Did LinkedIn get hacked because you know when you fill out applications and you click that little thing? Oh, we're gonna do this with your information." I'm like, something happened. But nah, shout out to US Law Shield. I'm a member of US Law Shield. They sent me a smoked turkey for Thanksgiving, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh!" Where's my round of applause? Oh, not that one.
Oh. I think it was right. I
There we
think it
go.
was right.
The wrong sound effect. Why is that sound effect still there? I need to move that. Yeah, they sent me a smoked turkey.
Smoked turkey.
Yeah, you gotta let it unthaw and then you can eat it. So, yeah.
So you
Yeah.
tell me.
We back with another episode of From My Experience podcast. We did this a little bit differently. I want to start y'all with some smiles. How are you, Erica?
I'm feeling all right. I don't know why that was a pause. I was looking for something, a word, and it just blanked out on me. But I, uh, I'm jealous because my mom is on holiday break starting today, and I'm like, I wish, girl, I still got to clock in tomorrow. Put a
Mm-hmm.
smile on my face.
Yeah.
Say good morning to everybody.
Yeah. I feel the same way. You know, shout out to all my friends in the world of education who are off work, been off work this whole week. I think. Um,
I wish.
yeah, I hit up one of my homeboys. I was like, "Yeah, that break about to come up." He was like, "I'm already on break." Oh, what?
What?
I was hating that. I hit him with this. Wait, that's how I felt about it.
See?
That's how I really felt.
Meanwhile, your alarm clock goes off and you sitting there in your bed wiping your eyes like, dang, it's not even Thursday.
Oh, I'm worse. I inherently wake up. I don't know why. For the last 2 weeks, I wake up at precisely 4:50 a.m. I go use the
Ooh.
bed, but my alarm goes off at like my first alarm goes off at like 5:10. Then
First,
yeah,
first alarm.
that's my first alarm. Then my snooze alarm when I actually need to get up goes off at like 5:30. Yeah, I don't like waking up and then going.
It's
I
not good for you.
Yeah, I like to like hit the snooze button for like another 20 minutes, gather my wits about me and kind of just rest. I don't know where that habit came from, but that just seems to be a thing with me. But how has your week been?
My week has been great. I work and then I come home and I'm like, okay, time for din. You bathe, pull out your outfit for the next day, go to sleep. But
Bathe. Bathe. You take a bath or you take a shower? You
I
actually
take a
bathe?
shower.
Oh, you say bathe like it's a bath.
Oh, sorry. It's same thing, okay? Same thing.
No, taking a bath is different.
If I said for you to like, I don't know, like soak, that means you're taking a bath.
Okay,
Yeah?
soak. I guess. When is the last time you soaked?
Um, that's the crazy thing. It's too much prep work. You know what I mean?
No.
To do it because it's like I just I don't like doing it, and I don't like fighting with the shower curtain. Sometimes I'm just like, all
Uh,
right.
so you don't know the last. When's the last?
If it's an Epsom salt bath, sign me up. But
Yeah,
anything else, no.
that's what I do.
I
Like
don't care how many bubbles is in there. No.
when I'm working out heavy, I typically do at least one a week, especially after a heavy leg day. Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta soak because I'll be no good.
Exactly.
I'll be no good. My week was it was good, you know. Got a free smoked turkey. Shout out to US Law Shield. They not paying me or nothing, but they did save my ass. That's just my personal experience and personal story. If you are a firearm owner, they cover you in case you run into an event to where you need to use your firearm or any weapon to defend yourself. They will provide you with legal services. They work very quickly, they work very efficiently, and they go above and beyond to help you. Check them out. US Law Shield. Definitely check them out. I can't wait to eat the smoked turkey. That was dope. I got something I gotta tell you off air. I can't say it on air.
Yay!
Great that happened to me. Sorry, y'all. You gotta keep this off air. Can't put everything out in the atmosphere. Before I hit the music and all that, I do want to say we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. I did not intend for this to be the last episode of the year at first, but this is going to be the last episode of the year for a couple reasons. Number one, two main reasons. One, I'm getting a root canal tomorrow, so by the time you're hearing this, I'll probably be back home in the bed taking meds because I'm getting it done at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oof.
I was like, yeah, let's get this over with. That's number one. Number two, I'm not in education anymore, so like I'm working. Like I'm off Monday and then I work Tuesday through Friday. So like I'm gonna be back working. I don't know how my tooth is gonna feel. I don't know where my energy is gonna be. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Ericca is gonna do most of the talking on episode 300. That'll be the episode when we get back.
Wow.
It'll be episode 300 when we get back. Because I know my Christmas is gonna be low key. It's just me and my mom. My nephew's probably gonna come over. We bought him some video games. I don't have a lot of presents and stuff. It's not really a big festive thing. And that's not a sad thing or a bad thing. I mean, I just turned 39. Hold up. Where's my...
Yeah.
Dang, I ain't talked to y'all since my birthday.
I'll be damned. 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 That's a real nice mixture.
I don't know what I was thinking.
It was like a club mix.
A club mix of cheers and jeers. Thank God. Yep. December 17th, I turned 39. I don't feel it. I don't look it, but
you're only as old as you feel.
Yeah, I had a funny thought. I'm like, at 39, I can like date everyone now. Like the women.
That's your first thought. Your first thought.
Them older women can't look at me no more and be like, you a young whippersnapper. You old enough to be, you young enough to be my son. Yeah, nah, not anymore. Yeah, so, but back to what I was saying. Yeah, I'm having a root canal. I don't know how I'm going to feel that week. So, you know, that's why we're not going to do an episode next week, and we need a break. And my Christmas.
And you might have a lisp.
It's in the back of my mouth.
Oh, okay.
Why would I? Yo, I just hate, yo. Wait a minute.
I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
Yeah, so there's that. I forgot. I lost my train of thought completely. Wait, what was I saying? Need a break. I turned 39. Yeah, my Christmas is going to be low key. Yeah, I mean, at my big age, I mean, I buy myself everything that I want. People don't really buy me things very often, and it's not that they don't love me. It's just I usually buy it myself ahead of time. Like, people were like, what are you doing for your birthday? I went to the gun range. I got a haircut the week before, I think. Yeah. Went to the gun range, had some food. I did most of my shopping on Black Friday, so I didn't really need anything. Life still be life, and life don't give a damn about your birthday because I had to put a battery in my car.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Saturday before. So I celebrated on Friday because I was off. Why did I take off on Friday?
It was your birthday.
Oh no! I worked the 4-10 that week. I worked the four 10-hour shifts that week, so I was off on Friday because I had to do something at work. But yeah, so I celebrated Friday. Went to the gun range, getting better with my new gun. Not really new, but my newest gun. Yeah, and then my car was like, like it had been doing it. It had been doing it the week before. I'm like, you all right, bro? Chill. Then
it waits for payday.
It does. Yeah, and I just got paid. And I went somewhere else, and I got my car, and that stutter was the one that scared me. I was like, yeah, no, we're not gonna play this game tonight. Because I was like, I ain't trying to be somewhere I don't want to be, and oh my God, I'm about to read this. Somebody sent me something erotic. So yeah, I was like, nah, I just went, and people fussed at me because I went to the dealership, got the dealership prices, whatever. It's expensive. It was like $330, $40, somewhere in that neighborhood, and I had a coupon that got me to that price. And people was like, oh my gosh, you should have. I said, look, I ain't got time to Google and do this research stuff. I already knew I was going to have to wait. And the last time I got a battery, this is only the second battery I've gotten for this car. It's a 2015. I was like, I ain't mad. The last battery I had lasted a long time. I ain't had no problems. And sometimes when you cut corners, that's one thing I've never done with this car. This car, I did not cut any corners. And knock on wood, this car has treated me extremely well. Other than the Kia recall where I had to get another engine. But it was a free engine, technically, because the dealership scammed me. But that's another story for another time. But other than that, I've never had a real issue out of the car. The only thing I've had to actually replace is the engine because of the recall and the battery. But other than that, like, the components of the car have been great. So I'm like, if the premium prices get me premium service, I'll do that.
Hello. You pay for the quality.
Welcome to 39. And welcome to another episode of From My Experience podcast. Cue intro music. Yeah. Mic check. This is the wrap up, man. 2023 is in the bag, with a capital B. And we're gonna get into a couple things this episode, man. We're gonna just talk about our 2023 and maybe reflect on some things that happened this year. And talk about our New Year's resolutions because we ain't gonna be here for a New Year episode. Wait, are we? Hold up.
No, I'm gonna be in the streets.
I might like I didn't hear that. Nope. We won't be recording until the 4th, so. Oh, the erotic text.
It's not even 8 o'clock yet.
I mean, it wasn't really erotic. It was someone I had a past with. We're reminiscing.
Old flames.
She sent me something that reminded
me.
The
fire's not out.
You know what? Yeah, I'm about to ban you from commenting on situations and topics that you don't speak on. No. Oh, I lied to y'all too. Let me start with that. I ain't dating right now. I sat down and, well, you know what? I'll get to that in the New Year's resolutions. Yeah. You ready for headlines?
Always ready for headlines.
Your music is playing. You still can't hear the music? That's trash.
Nope. I do context clues.
Okay.
I make my own jingle up in my head.
Please help me. I said the music is playing. You know that, right?
Yeah. Oh, I go while the music's playing.
Yes.
Oh, see, I don't know that. You have to cue me in.
Yo, so this lets me know that you do not listen to the episodes, because if you did, you would know that when you do the headlines, you have music. It's okay because I don't listen to our episodes either.
Yeah,
I don't know why podcasters don't listen to their episodes.
My mom was listening to some of our episodes while I was in the car with her, and I said, "Please turn it off. I don't want to hear myself."
Oh God, I've had a potty mouth these last few episodes, so tell her.
She's okay with that.
Okay.
She says, "Hey."
Tell her I said hello. All right.
Of course.
Your music is back.
Okay, so first order of business on headlines, y'all. Jonathan Majors has been dropped from Marvel after the guilty verdict on assault and harassment. And it came out, I want to say, that wasn't yesterday, that was Monday. Yesterday was Tuesday. That was Monday. Also, in other news, unfortunately, Christian Keys has also come out and said that a very powerful man has sexually harassed him. And it's been a lot to go through and to acknowledge, and also to just be open with. So definitely thoughts and prayers are out to him, and especially going through something like that. It's a lot.
Wait, who is he exactly?
He's an actor, usually on a lot of Tyler Perry's movies and TV shows.
Okay.
And so a lot of talk and rumors going around that they say, oh, it's Tyler Perry, but that's just alleged. We don't know anything. And when he wants to tell us, he will. If he doesn't, then he won't. It's fine. But he's speaking his piece at the end of the day, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And another one, Tiffany Haddish pleads not guilty in her DUI. Don't know what's going to happen with that in court, but, you know, for all parties that are affected by it, you know, definitely wish the best in each situation. But we don't want to sway one way or the other because not enough facts are out. So, yeah.
And I got a free smoked turkey.
Okay.
Those are your headlines.
A free smoked turkey.
I can't wait to devour that.
You're gonna have to give them like a rating. Like, do you know where you can go out and post on their website?
I don't know what to. I gotta find someone to thank for this.
Yeah.
For sure.
The fact that they found the address, bought the turkey, smoked it, sent it to your house.
They have my address. I know why they have my address, but oh, excuse me. Well, they have my address because I'm a member. Been a member for like 3-4 years, but something else I can't talk about yet. Yeah. So, 2023, man. It's been a year. It has been a year. A lot of transitions.
Yes.
A lot of transitions. This year, a lot of life lessons. Very tough, personal life lessons for me. Some new, some just reminders. I want you to start with this session.
Oh, no. Usually I get a gauge.
Okay, let me go first. Gosh, you don't never. Look,
a new year, new me.
I just want to make sure, because I don't ever want people to feel like, let me not throw shade. I'm gonna throw a little shade. Some people who have women as co-hosts, they don't know how to let them speak, and they overtalk them. So I want to because I know I talk a lot, but I'm used to it because I've done so many solo episodes. So I try to make sure I'm not ranting and raving and going on so much, and you're just sitting there. So sometimes I'm just gonna awkwardly throw it to you. And if you throw it back, that's fine. I'll catch it. Wait, that didn't sound right. But you know what I meant. You know what I meant. See? Yes. Awkwardness, working with a woman, right? Got to keep it clean. I would say, let me go with the top of the year.
Highs and lows.
Y'all was in the bed for New Year's. It was crazy. No, top of the year. Dang, yo. So this time last year, I just moved back to South Carolina. I had no job. I was broke, and I was home waking up taking a shower like I'm going to work at like 7 o'clock in the morning, applying for jobs about 2-3 hours a day, and playing Xbox with my friends. I mean, I was being a bum, y'all. Like I was, but I wasn't, because the age of going out and filling out applications is over. Like you,
Mhm.
I felt like a bum because I was in the house all day, but I really wasn't. I was actually really applying to a lot of jobs. Like if I showed you my
Yeah.
thing of every time I apply, you know, they send you the little auto email. Oh, you've applied. I save all
Oh, yeah.
those so I could like track. Yeah, I have
Mhm.
a file in my Gmail. I probably need to delete all those, but that's what I was doing at the top of the year. I had some really good revelations. I definitely talked about my situation, my legal situation, which I got out of by the grace of God, and did some really good episodes about that. Recovering from a knockout. So
Mhm.
y'all should listen to that series. I think it was 3 parts. That happened. Um, I did end up getting a part-time job, working a bunch of hours, and just really had to make some life decisions. Like this year was really about figuring out my next moves, you know? And it sucked, man, when you are a part of this world of social media where there's a lot of imagery and a lot of
Mhm.
opinions, and people say, "Oh, you're this, so you should have this," or "You're that, and you should feel that." You know, it did suck being 38, college educated, plenty of experience, and no, none of the things that I truly desire, well, most of the things that I truly desire, I don't have yet, right? And I was down and out about that. But a lot of the things that I actually need and do desire, I do have, like some of my relationships and connections. Those things kept me going, and this podcast and support from people like you, Erica. So that kept me
Yeah.
going, man. And a few interesting things happened. Are you ready yet?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've been thinking. Oh, okay.
You I could go. I'm
So,
gonna go on. We go. This needs to be like a
yeah.
back and forth. So
Okay.
that was what was happening with me more at the beginning of the year.
Okay. So for me, at the beginning of the year, it was drastically different from the year before that. It's like it every year for me. But this time, I think I was coming to a point where I was telling myself that things just shouldn't be as serious as I was making them out to be. I had basically did I'm not a whole bunch of just reckless stuff, but almost in a sense. I was getting a little reckless around, I want to say maybe that like summer in that's 6 months. So like say like July all the way until around New Year's, I was getting a little reckless with the different things. I was like, I don't really like my job. I don't really want to do this. I feel weird. I feel like I'm not in the career that I want to be in. And I'm just ready to just wild out, basically. So I was making a lot of crazy decisions
Mm-hmm.
from October through to the end of the year, and then telling myself like, hey girl, things don't need to be serious. Laugh at yourself for just a few minutes. Like it's okay. It's okay to not have everything figured out, is what I was telling myself by the start of the year, because I was wilding.
Please continue to tell yourself that.
Yeah.
I've had to tell myself that because, and it cracks me up because, like I was saying, with social media, people will make you think you got to have it together all the time, and those
Yes.
people don't have it together all the time. And to quote the great Steve Harvey, those people are giving you a snippet and a highlight. A reel is only a minute and a half. There's 24 hours in a day. That minute and a half does not represent that whole 24 hours, nor does it represent the past 24 hours or the future 24 hours. And someone did put a post on LinkedIn. I saw it today. He was like, these pictures, dang, I want to say he was 6 months or a year apart. In the first picture, the guy was holding an award for entrepreneur of the year. In the second picture, he was breaking down crying. He said, you know, the first picture is me winning entrepreneur of the year. I was on top of the world. The next one was me having a mental breakdown and having to check into a mental hospital.
Yeah.
So like you never know, like life can flip on you. Like things were before my situation, things were set up for me spectacular for me to win, for me to be successful, and overnight it was gone. Um, and it could have been a lot worse, but it ended up being cool. I mean, I've talked about this on the past episode anyway, but
Mm-hmm.
things turned out being cool. And I did come to appreciate the fact that I was able to hit the reset button, slow down, and kind of reevaluate things. And um, one of the things after I got my part-time job, I started to think about was, what do you actually want to do? Where's your focus going to be, right? That's one of the things I do. When life slows down and I hit the reset button, I take advantage of the reset. Now, there are some people who is like, oh, I got knocked down. I'm going to go back and try it again. I'm going to go back and try the same thing again. For me, I'm like, this happened for a reason. Maybe I was going down the wrong path. Maybe I need to be doing something differently. I look at other options just in case. And one of the things I did, I locked in with my boy Carl Van and passed the Peas app. And I know these aren't shameless plugs. This is a real deal thing. The link is in the description. Y'all know the recipe app where you can create collaborative cookbooks and you can add video steps to show people how to make those delicious recipes, man. I locked in with him and I was like, yo, this is one of the things I'm going to concentrate on. I'm going to focus my energy on things that matter to me. And I'm gonna focus more of my energy on me because I've poured more into others than I've poured into myself traditionally. And that's not me saying this. This multiple people have said this to me. So I'm starting to do that more, and it's actually been more fulfilling. And a lot of people's attitudes and behaviors are starting to reveal themselves. And I'm like, oh, when I make it about me and I do what's best for me, you got a problem with it. That's very interesting. So I also learned very, very important lesson, yo. And this has never really left me. I've always been very humble. I've always been kind and respectful. And I never, well, I ain't gonna say never, but I try my best not to. I don't make it a habit to judge people based on where they are. Now, I'm gonna judge you based on your actions and how you carry yourself. But, like I said, I'm college educated, got this experience, handsome black man with these connections, but you 38 years old, you working at Lowe's, right? So some people would be ashamed of that. I didn't care. I'm like, yo, I'm working. These are paying bills. When I moved to Virginia, I was working. I was teaching full time, and I was a custodian at night, cleaning up a YMCA type community center that night. No shame, yo. Scrubbing toilets, literally. 7 years of teaching experience. You know what I'm saying? Scrubbing toilets. Like, I'm never too too proud to go out there and work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that reminded me that you still have that in you, Rob. You still have that fight. You still got that dog. You still willing to do what it takes, right? Oh my God. Then I got another trash job that reminded me that I hate sales. I knew I hated sales. I already knew I hated sales, but I got a job that wasn't presented to me like a sales job, and I didn't feel like it. But once I got in it, my supervisor was like, "Oh, well, this is basically sales, and we need to sell it." And yeah, I ended up leaving them.
Yeah, as you should have.
Right, yeah. But I got a better position now, so doing something better. But yeah. What's something else you got from this year?
Something else I got from this year is back to how I felt when I got to the end of the year of 2022 and everything, and how I knew at that point I didn't like my job. I wanted to move on. I wanted to progress, figure out, regroup. I didn't. It took me almost a year to update my resume because I was very, I guess, complicit, one, and two, I just felt like everything was gonna overwhelm me, so I wanted to avoid it as much as possible and put it off and put it off and put it off, but yet turn around and come home from work and be like, oh my gosh, like I hate this job, like I want to get out of here. Girl, you ain't even update your resume. Like how you how you gonna get out?
I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
That continue.
Yeah.
That
And also, I felt two sides of it where I was on both sides of the fence, because I knew that after the holidays, I was moving back home with my parents. And I felt in like social media, like you see everybody in your age group, they graduate school and then they're like off and they're living on their own and they're living in these different cities. and everything. And I felt like, not that my wings were clipped, but I just felt as if I couldn't actually get out of the nest in a sense, basically. So it's like, yes, I moved out on my own, but I didn't move to a different location. I was still within my comfort area and my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And I knew that it was coming to an end. So by the time that New Year's came around, my apartment was empty. It was it was empty. Like, I remember, like, the weekend before New Year's, I think my dad and my brother came over. They snatched my couch. So then I was just sitting on the floor and like this, and now it was an empty one bedroom sitting there watching TV on the floor against the wall. And I'm just like, dang, like, I feel so weird. Like, I know it's the end of a chapter and it's for a good reason, but I also felt very just, uh, I feel like I'm starting all over, starting from brand new all over again.
You did start brand new. And,
Yeah.
you know, once again, yes, you saw those things. Well, you said a couple things. Number one, I'm glad this is what people seem to struggle with. You want to do better. You don't like the situation you're in.
Yes.
But you don't ever check yourself to say, hey, your ass ain't doing nothing about it. Like, even me here, like, once I got a job and I was able finally, and that's another thing, I was not able to, y'all understand me. Those of you who know me, know my history, know I've keep 2 or 3 jobs. Since my situation, I had not been able to save money for a year and a half. Literally have not been able to put a penny into my savings account. Actually, the only savings I had was I have an Acorns account. I don't know if I have an Acorns link in the description. It might be there now. But Acorns lets you passively save, and they have like an auto invest fund. They'll automatically invest your stuff in the stock market. You can pick, hey, I want to be not risky or super risky or whatever. I put $5 a week automatic deposit in there. That was literally the only money I was saving.
Mm-hmm.
And I was finally able to put money in my savings account again for the first time, like maybe September of this year was the first time I was able to actually have a paycheck and have money left over after bills to put in that account. But to your point of looking at your situation, I was looking at my situation and saying, you know, don't want to be here. I want to have my own place. I want to buy a house, blah, blah, blah. So when the money comes, you can't go out here being stupid.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I ain't rich, but I'm like, oh, well, all my bills paid. I had this money right here. I could go on a trip. I could go buy this. I could go do that. But I'm like, nah, that don't line up with what you say you want. So you need to take the actions and the steps towards those things that align you with what you want. So I'm glad you had that self-awareness to really check yourself, because a lot of people are delusional. They think it's just going to happen. Like, they really think it's like what they want and what they desire is going to fall out the sky like a lottery ticket. And it's like, good luck. But no. And, you know, the other thing is, and I'm glad you kind of got out of your way with looking and seeing, you know, other people moving on and living in these other cities and all that stuff. It does look good and it does look beautiful. And some of those people are thriving. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we don't know what they go home to every day. Some people them apartments might be empty. They might be eating oodles and noodles every night. They might be living paycheck to paycheck. They might be, as we said in the last episode, house poor. Like, we don't really know. And, you know, the other thing I had to teach myself and pull is that everyone's journey through life is different. I promise you I did not see my life being where it is today. I promise you, I thought I'd be married with 2 or 3 kids by now. I really did. And it used to bother me, but I had to remember, this is your path. You've been able to enjoy and do things that other people wish that they could do. Some people wish they ain't had that wife and them kids, or that husband and that husband and kids right now. And like, even even my friends are like, yo, be glad that you're single and you can spend all your money on you. And I guess I'm just so used to it that I take it for granted. But
maybe because you overextend yourself, this is the time for you to be selfish with yourself.
It is.
If that made sense.
It is. I looked at my debt to income ratio today. I looked at some housing programs. I looked at my savings accounts and stuff like that. And I said, we on track to do this thing next year. We on track to do this thing. Especially if them taxes. Look at taxes. It'll take 2 things. I need more salary.
Yeah.
I need some more salary. I need about If I can make 15 grand or more than what I make right now, I could very comfortably purchase a house. 10 grand, I might have to get a part-time job for a little bit. But
For you to feel comfortable.
for me to feel comfortable. I could do it, but I want to be more comfortable. But I would just do that to pay off some debt. But I'm aligned to myself. I'm like, all right, you said you wanted to do this. That house, you can get that next year, but you got to stay focused. You got to stay disciplined. I moved some money to my savings account today that I didn't want to. I was like, ooh, all these Xbox games are on sale, 70, 80% off, but that's house. Let me put this over here real quick. You go over there. So, yeah, that's like been the biggest transitions for me. Is like, all right, we really gotta lock in. Like, you've been distracted, you've let things and people distract you. Yeah. I'm tossing it back to you. What else you got? What else happened with you this year?
So that happened, and like you said, also the realization that you knew you needed more money, because around this time last year, guess who came knocking on my door? Sally Mae. Sally Mae came knocking.
I'll be damned.
She came knocking on my door by that November, I want to say. And I said, oh, girl. So it was like Sally Mae, rent, car payment, everything was just sitting there looking at me in the face. And I said, oh, okay.
Hi,
So,
remember us?
Yeah.
I'll be
I said,
damned.
what are you doing here?
What are you doing here? I've come to collect. What do you mean?
I was just like, y'all sure you're not froze right now?
Oh, God.
I was so upset when I saw that first email. And the thing is, Sally Mae, I got a bone to pick with y'all, because the way that y'all conducted yourselves, you guys would email me like crazy, like the first of the month. Then somehow you guys knew when I got paid, because I would get paid on a Friday. Next thing you know, I also get a call from Sally Mae tell me, you know, you have an upcoming payment due, right? And I'm like, please, girl, relax. I'm gonna get you your money. Call off the goons. No. Why? Because then you sent paper mail to my house.
Absolutely.
So that was something else where I was really frustrated, because it was like you get paid and you had nothing to show for it. You had nothing.
That sucks.
There was no going into your savings. I like to tell myself all the time that I'm broke when I know I'm not, because I want to keep the mentality and not actually go above what I'm comfortable with spending. So for me, I have a number in my head that my bank account should never get below, and realizing that the pay and the work that you're doing do not equate. And that's also where my frustration was with my job at that point, was there's no way I could live comfortably by myself on my own and pay all of this knowing that I still have more bills to pay. And it was just a very almost it was very humbling. I knew what to expect, but also it was just the timing of it all. Was I paid property tax 1 month. The next month, it was Sally Mae came knocking on the door. Rent was due. Car payment was due. And then I was sitting here like, and Christmas? I said, who getting a Christmas gift from me?
I'll be damned.
It was a lot of, like, it wasn't accepting defeat, but it felt like it to me at that point, because I just felt like, dang, like, even when I think I'm like standing on everything and I know what's to come, I don't have the money for it. So I was at the point where I was like, you need to get a part-time job, girl. If you want to live out here, you need to get a part-time job. But also just realizing that the way that life has changed with inflation, everything else, I thought that it was almost like I was being very naive and a little bit ignorant to how difficult it was going to be for me out on my own without a safety net. So it opened my eyes to the fact that, yes, I am grateful that my parents want me to come back home. They want me to save money. They want me to budget. They want me to just learn and have the ability to also live and take trips if I want to treat myself. But it was very humbling and it was very eye-opening at that point.
Yeah, it is, man. Like, it's rough out here. Like, if you're one of those people out here don't succumb to what other people's opinions about you, your life, and your lifestyle, unless you're just out here wild and doing stupid, ignorant, reckless stuff. Like, it is expensive out here, and this is coming from
Yes.
someone. I was a realtor, so I sold real estate for 5 years, from 2015 up until 2019. I'm highly well aware of what housing prices and interest rates and mortgage payments used to look like versus what they look like now, and looking at the shift of that, and then looking at the very tiny shift of the job market, because I'm in it, especially being a teacher. I'm like, yo, you have to either be like, so you have to have almost no debt, little to no debt, or just be extremely tightly budgeted. And a lot of these things we weren't taught, and I had to learn this stuff. I had to bump my head the hard way. And it's excruciating, man. So please, like we talked about this last episode, you got to get housemates. If you're going to rent a room, like I'm thankful my mom was like, hey, you can stay here, pay me rent. Cool, great, because it would suck. Like if I had to have an apartment right now paying upwards of $1,100 a month, I would need 2 or 3 jobs to be able to get a house anytime soon, because the housing prices ain't going down. Interest rates, they say, might go down, but who knows? Like, it would be 10 times as hard. So I'm very thankful for, just like you're saying, I'm very thankful for that, man. But it is extremely rough. And like another thing you said, my boy Russell Stewart, shout out to my boy Russ. He was like, yo, every time you get paid, make sure you pay yourself. Like, he was like, so many people work all their lives and don't really start treating themselves until they get retired. He was like, I don't care if it's a burger from Five Guys, a steak dinner. It ain't got to be a trip or nothing extravagant. But he was like, you went to work. You earn that money. You deserve to spend some of it on yourself. So that is actually part of my budget. Like, along with my bills, I have a set amount set aside for just entertainment and recreation. It's not a ton, but it's enough for me to do, and I don't do much anyway. So I usually eat out with it, or I just end up rolling it into savings, or I just keep it in my passive savings accounts for when I mess up and I need overdraft protection, something like that. Like, that's typically where that goes, because I don't really go nowhere, do nothing like that. But that's highly important. Like, because that'll make you resent your job. And working even more is when you can't reward yourself or do anything. So you brought up a good point with that.
Because you're just in that cycle where it's like, I go to work, I pay bills. There's nothing else to life. When I get paid, I'm like, I go on Steve Madden's website because I'm like, where's that shoe I saw 3 weeks ago?
3 weeks?
I want it. I waited. I said, this is my treat. I waited for this.
You wow, yo. Another thing I've actually learned over the years, especially with treating myself, when I'm going to start doing more of, low key, y'all, develop the patience, right? Whatever it is you like or you love, it always goes on sale. Every week or two, somebody's going to have some type of sale. Now, the only time I actually get impatient, if I feel like it's something that's going to be like a limited run, or if it's something that fits me well, like I've said this before, like I'm built weird. I got flat feet. Certain clothes fit me funny. So when I find something I like, I'm buying every color, or I'm buying 2 of the same color. Like, I'm doing that. But like other stuff, like I noticed, like now for the past, not two, but maybe since like 2021, having money on Black Friday means a hell of a lot. You can play from January to October. You can catch all that up on Black Friday. I promise you. If you can hold out, you can really clean up on Black Friday. And that's what I think I'm going to start actually doing now. I think I'm really going to start looking at the things that I really, really want. Like, man, like y'all know I like guns. There's a gun manufacturer. I was just messing around. I was on their website and I was like, oh, I didn't know they made this. Yo, they had everything. Literally everything on their website was 50% off. 50. I'm like, yo, if I wouldn't have did this, and this, I could have got like 2 of these. And it just made me realize, okay, Black Friday is really a thing. So if you're one of those people who is really tight budgeted and you don't want to spend a lot, yo, just get you an Acorns account, whatever. Stack some money aside. That's one of my goals this year because my big focus is buying a house. So I'm not gonna do a bunch of small stuff. Anything small, $10, $20. I'm just gonna put it to the side. And when Black Friday comes, hopefully by then I'll have my house. That's when I'm gonna tap into those funds. I'm just gonna start being more smart and being more strategic and start getting more of the bigger things that I want to.
I'm glad that you mentioned that about the patience because I'm also a very impulsive type of person where I'll feel the urge to buy something. I see it, I like it. I'm like, ooh, let me buy it. Nope. I like that. I tell myself, girl, wait till payday because it gives it time to marinate. Where I'm like, I'm in my bed, it's dark, I'm waiting to, go night and throw the Z's and whatnot, and I'm like, was that jacket really cute? Can I see myself in that jacket?
Yeah.
And if I'm thinking about that jacket by the time payday comes around, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it was totally worth it. But if I'm sitting there going back and forth, and I'm just like, it was cute. It's not. If I have to ask my dad, if the jacket's nice, then I already know my answer. I'm like, yeah, girl. If you had to ask somebody, you don't want to spend your money on it. And also because I buy a lot of stuff secondhand too.
Oh, nice.
So that's also where I get the splurging from. Ross, don't ever bring me up in Ross because when they say, are you a bargain hunter? I am. I will shop till I drop up in there. When you called me a couple weeks ago, was that a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
And you were just like, where you at right now? In Ross. My hands were full.
That music was dumb loud in there, yo. Club Ross.
Yes. I love a good bargain. I do. I will shop at anywhere. If you take me to a thrift store, you're not gonna see me for another 2 hours. I promise you.
I need to hit thrift stores.
Are you serious?
I need to start hitting thrift stores. I mean, we had what's not Salvation Army. Goodwill's be all over. Man, I don't know if it's cap or not, but I be on Instagram and Facebook, and some of the stuff people find in there for the prices, I'm like, yo, I need to hit these stores. Like, I know I want some golf clubs because I do want to start golfing eventually, and I know I can probably get a set of golf clubs. But I need, you know what? I got one down the street from me I need to hit. But yeah,
are you kidding me? The way that a majority of my entire closet has been secondhand. I live for it. If my mom's like, you want to go by the thrift store? Yes, girl. I'm already in the car. Seats buckled. Like, I love it. I will shop online, like Poshmark, Mercari, Goodwill. Goodwill has a website. You could buy stuff online. They'll ship it to you.
You lying.
No, I'm not, because I've looked.
So they have
looked.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Yes. I'm telling you for a fact. I know.
What? How do you order? Wait a minute. So it's just like
go to goodwill.com.
Shoppers find. Oh, you got to shop from. Oh, shop online. Oh.
Yeah. They'll
Is it
do
Goodwill
it for
Finds or shopgoodwill.com? Which one?
Shopgoodwill.com. Go ahead and shop on Goodwill.
Wow.
Yeah.
They better not have a search button.
Oh,
they do. Computers and electronics.
See what I tell you. Because I was looking at their rings.
Oh, you shouldn't have showed me that.
Yup.
Hold up. I'm just gonna be ignorant.
Because I was looking at their jewelry for a second. Because I was like, I want a nice little ring. And then what else was I looking at? Oh, because I was trying to find I love collecting purses. So I was trying to find a purse, basically, that I found on Poshmark. I was trying to see if Goodwill would have it. Just, I like to check my options for a good deal. I didn't find it, but I found a better purse on Goodwill. So I was like, a win is a win, regardless.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
You should not have shown me this.
Listen, I'm all about the bargains. I'm all about, if you're going to pay the money, why are you going to pay full price if you could find it?
Oh, I'm buying this.
Else?
Hold up.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm buying this. A Nintendo Wii controller.
Exactly.
Oh, and 2 nunchucks. I'm buying this.
Exactly.
Hold on. Buy it now. I'm not paying this.
Bid. It's an auction. You bid.
I am going to bid on that.
They'll take a bid.
I'm going to bid on... Oh. They got Guitar Hero 3
See?
on
See what I mean, though?
Wii. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will look everywhere
I never would
for
have.
a
Thank you.
smaller price. Yeah. Yeah. Bargain
Oh,
hunter.
wow. Somebody, they have the. Oh, I'm ordering this.
Mm-hmm. And they deliver.
They have the Xbox, the newest Xbox, they came out with a mini fridge that looks like the Xbox.
See?
And it's on there. Wow. Yeah. This
Yeah.
okay. Back to the show. Back to the show. Sorry, y'all. Oh, I'm trying to save money and this will give me more. You're going to have to send me some
I
links. I didn't
mean,
know that.
it's more bang for your buck. You know, you're not paying full price for it.
You
So
are correct. I ain't going to get that Wii Nunchuck though, because I do have a Nintendo Wii. It is in storage. I think I have 2 Wiimotes, but I want 4. And I wanted the originals, but the originals.
Wiimotes.
Yeah, the originals are hard to find. Is my Nintendo. Have I laid eyes on that thing in a while?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh no, I lied. I don't have a Nintendo Wii. I have a Nintendo Wii U, but it plays the Wii games. But I have my games over here. The console, I'm not really worried about. I have the games over here. That's the important part. All right, y'all. But yeah, so I'll close out my 2023. That's what 2023 was really about for me. Is just these life lessons. And I had to close some chapters. Had to say some goodbyes. You know, my last girlfriend our stuff was exchanged in storage, so I had to drive up to North Carolina, bring her stuff, and we had some conversations, and you know, kind of just said goodbye, type of deal, you know, and that was rough, you know, that was rough. But I wish her all the best. There's no beef, there's no drama. Nobody did anybody dirty. And I just wish her the absolute best. So if you out there listening, you know who you are. I wish you very, very well in all your future endeavors, and let your light continue to shine. You're a very talented young lady. Yeah. And yeah, with another one of my exes, the one before that, you know, like sometimes y'all, you backtrack, you try to return, and I've talked about this on the show, return to those comfort zones, things that are familiar, things that are cool, things that kind of bring you peace. But you realize some of those elements are still there, but is this something that is going to move forward with me into the future? Is this really what I need? Is this really what either one of us truly wants? If not, what are we really doing? Are we going to spend this time doing this thing, playing the game? Or are we going to be adults and be like, you know what? Let's not even bother with it. You know, had to go through one of those situations too. And again, no beef, no drama, no negativity, just adult situations, you know. So closing those doors means that now my eyes are focused on new doors that are opened. Career change, that's going very well, learning a lot, gaining a lot of skills. And that pretty much wraps up my year. What about you?
I'd like to say, for my year, I was out in the streets. I was drinking,
What
but
the?
I was
Sorry,
more like
sorry, I went through that when
running.
I was your age too. So,
Yeah, I was
but I
at a
was bad.
bar. Yeah, it was like a cherry on top. I was just like, oh, who ordered the bucket? So I was sitting there just drinking, glasses slamming on tables, whatever. But I think I was just at a point where I was just feeling just so blah and just like down and out about myself when I knew I shouldn't have been. I knew what I needed to have done in order to progress. I just didn't want to. So I was kind of just not in denial, but running from the truth and running from looking at myself in the mirror. But I will say that I went into the new year thinking that you need to be better. Like it's one of those you're looking at yourself while you're sitting on the couch and you're
Yep.
just like, girl, get up. Like what you doing? You just waste almost like you remember those commercials where he's like, look at you, sitting on the couch, not doing nothing. Get your life together. That used to
Yeah.
play on like BT.
Yeah.
So that's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. So it was just one of those where I was like, okay, you need to really regroup, get back home, just take a breather, and figure out, and also just take your time, because I kept trying to feel like it needed to be like within a certain amount, where I was just like, okay, I move home January, by February I need to have this done, this done, this done, and I was like, no, you don't. It's not going to work out the way that you want to. Just like you mentioned before, your path is going to be completely different. It's going to happen the way that it is when it does. So I will be drinking this New Year's though.
Here, world, here, what did it do? Here, world.
I'll be damned.
I will not be.
Yeah. Have a little drinky drink.
Well, no. Well, it depends. You know, getting this root canal. I don't know how long. I'm assuming I'm gonna have antibiotics afterwards. I don't know.
You do some sparkling grape juice, sparkling cider.
I got a bottle downstairs. I think I have a bottle.
Martinelli's?
Yeah. I do have a bottle sparkling something downstairs. That's one thing that's gonna suck about this root canal is I can't drink
bubbly
for Christmas. Little bubbly.
Do I drink on Christmas? I don't know.
I mean, you know, just
drinking anytime.
Just a couple beverages. Dang, can't smoke a cigar either.
Oh, you don't want that. The taste would be nasty. No.
I am learning
to like it.
They're enjoyable.
Okay.
They have different flavor profiles and stuff like that. My palate is not mature enough for that yet, but I have a little, I wouldn't say a collection, but I have a few different ones, and I don't want to make it a habit though. Like I don't want to become a smoker. It's going to be like a once every 2-3 months type thing. Maybe, if that.
For a nice wind down.
Wind down, stuff like that. Yeah. Can't do none of that either, but that's 2023 for us, y'all. Now we're going to talk about our New Year's resolutions. We're gonna give them early. I mean, obviously it's not New Year's. It's December 20th as we're giving this. So how early are we? How many is 31 days in December?
Yes.
It's dumb early.
Why you make me think about it?
Dumb early. I've never learned the months of the days of each month in school. Some people learn that. I didn't get that. And I didn't get Roman numerals in school.
I can only get to 4.
5 is V.
Oh, well, 5 now.
And then the little lines go on the other side.
Ooh, you see.
You should be able to get to 10. Because 10 is X. Yeah, I still wonder how I missed Roman numerals, but I did go to 3 different elementary schools. So I feel like maybe I transitioned during a school year. I don't remember. I'm like, how I missed Roman numerals. But anyway, I did. Thanks, South Carolina education system.
Blame it on the teachers. I love y'all. I do. My elementary school teachers. Y'all know who you are. Mwah. But I don't think y'all actually taught me Roman numerals.
I really didn't learn Roman numerals, yo. None of my teachers taught them. I was never taught it. Like when I say, for the people out there thinking you're dumb, you didn't learn. No, I mean like nobody ever was like, hey, we're gonna do Roman numerals today.
Exactly.
I didn't realize I didn't know until I was like 6th or 7th grade, and I was like, I don't know what that is. And my teacher was like, you don't know Roman numerals? I was like, no, I was never taught this, yo.
It wasn't part of the curriculum.
I need to apologize to any former student who may have looked me in the face and said, my teacher never taught us that, because maybe you were telling the truth. You was probably lying, but maybe there's a possibility you were telling the truth. I think he was lying, though, to be honest with you. Especially since you was in the same school, so I could literally go down the hallway and ask your teacher from last year, or the year before, or the year before, or the year before, but I'd rather not. All right, New Year's resolutions. I'm sorry, mine's going to be short and sweet. I am committing more effort and energy into myself.
Yeah.
And my biggest goal for next year is to buy a house. It could be a townhouse. It could be a condo. It could be a single family home. But I want to relocate and buy a house. I am on the way to that. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to do that. That's really the biggest things I want to do, and continue to actually help Pastor P's grow. Y'all hear me talk about this now. Y'all can jump on and support now. You should ask questions now. If you're curious about it, you should try it out now, because I promise you, this time next year, the conversation around this app is going to be very different. I promise you. But that's that's really where my heart and my mind are. That's all I can really think about. I don't want much. I don't ask for much.
Hmm.
What about you?
Well, I asked for a lot.
Eh?
Just kidding. But but I would like to say that my number one goal, New Year's resolution, is to get out more. Get out more. Because one thing about me, I I will be a hermit if you let me. I will. I will say, oh my gosh, I want to meet people. I want to do this, that, the third. Every Saturday, every Friday, where am I? Up on my bed, watching movies. In the bed by 9:30.
Living a life.
Yep, with my little rum and coke. Like, oh my gosh, I love it here. But definitely telling
I'll be
myself
damned.
you need to get out more, get out your comfort zone. Because if you just sit, you're not going to be able to do anything. You're not going to be able to progress, grow, change. However, so I think forcing myself out of my comfort zone is going to be my number one priority, and also making a point to do stuff that I don't like. So I already started. I already started because I got a different membership at a gym. And then what did I do within my first week? I went to a fitness class. Who would have thought? Not I. I'll tell you that right now.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I do pat myself on the back for that one. But yeah, so doing stuff like that, trying to get out my comfort zone a little bit more, going to the socials at work.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't want to sometimes because I just want to get home and curl up under a blanket, but I do it because I need to show my face more. I need to be more present. I can't be a ghost 24/7.
You can. Ugh, presents. Ugh. No. You're doing. That's good. That's dope.
I'm trying to be better. Trying. So I will say this year coming to an end, I have been slowly but surely trying to push myself and do different things. So yeah, hopefully we put it into a little overdrive next year.
That's it.
Before the quarter life crisis hits.
The quarter life.
Yeah, people go through a quarter life crisis now instead of like a midlife.
I'll be damned. I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
Y'all hear these young people?
Yeah.
Quarter life prices. You don't sit your.
Hey now. It's because think about the people in my generation.
No,
we
thinking about y'all gives me a headache.
We grew up in a recession, and then we finally became adults, and then they said, shut down. Okay, thank you. So we kind of just got thrown into adulthood, and we're like, wait, what is it? How does this work?
That's true.
But it's fine. I mean, we just all baby chickens at the end of the day,
What? What? Why are we? Yo, are you drinking now?
No.
We're just all baby chickens.
I want to.
Oh my God. We're going to talk about your drinking. Yeah, also, y'all, okay, so back to something I said at the top of the episode. I lied. I said I wanted to get back out there dating. I don't. I think I was just horny. I came to that conclusion.
Hey, it happens.
Yeah, and I just think, honestly, someone said this to me, and I laughed, but I understood what she meant, because I was like, yo, so what you trying to do? Would you be open to dating? And she was like, I don't know if I feel like being bothered. And I said, I didn't take offense to that, because I understood, because she's real busy, right? And I understand what it's like when you're real busy. That used to be me, extremely busy, and then trying to date, and then that person you're dating not understanding that I'm trying to get to these things, but it's like, me, I'm over here, me, attention. Hey, this house, this car, these kids that you want, all that shit costs money. Me, and taking you out to eat and going to the movies and spending time with you does not make us money to get towards those things. I understand we need to build our relationship and grow together, but we need money to fund the life that we want together. Sorry. So we got to find some balance here. So I think I'm just, again, going to do me. Now, if I come across a lovely young lady who understands that this man trying to get it together, this man is pushing forward, I'm going to help him. I'm not going to be a hindrance. I'll be loving, caring, and understanding. Then there's a possibility. But am I out here running around looking for it? No. I'll enjoy the company of the people that I'm currently talking to. And I'm not going to go out of my way for anything else. Because I want to remain focused.
Period.
Yeah, so ladies, if you got your hopes up that last episode, I'm sorry. Unless you fit that
Hate
description.
to break it to y'all.
Unless you fit that description.
I'll be damned.
Do not apply. Do not apply. Is there anything else for next year? Oh yeah. Ooh, big one. Definitely want to get back into the gym on a more regular basis. I can literally feel myself getting out of shape. I'm definitely gotten a little fatter. Like my clothes is fitting me better about 3 months ago. Now I'm like, oh, need to get this diet back right. So I did actually go to the gym. When did I go to the gym? Was that my birthday? No. I went to the gym either Friday or Saturday. I went to the gym, and I went to the gym yesterday. I want to get back to at least 3 to 4 times a week, probably 4. But I want to get back to the gym, so I'm starting early. That's another thing, too. I don't wait for the new year, much like you. I'm starting now. But, yeah, I want to definitely get back into the gym. And when I say gym, I do like 4, maybe 5 exercises, upper body, lower body, and I do a minimum of 20 minutes of cardio. And that could be stairs. Typically, it's 20 minutes of stairs. When I get my endurance and stamina back up, I'll bump it back up to 30 minutes. But I gotta build that back up because the gym does make me tired and I'm really sore right now. But the soreness reminds me that I'm working for myself. So
Yes.
yeah. So when I say I don't ask for much, that's it. These are basic things, but sometimes, man, it is so hard to just remain disciplined and on that straight path to get those things done. And I know some people who are already there, like, it's so simple. Yeah, but you probably been doing it for the last 10 or 15 years.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's like breathing to you. I want these good habits and these things that I'm working towards. I want it to be like breathing again. And I also have to learn not to let people penetrate the mental. Oh, you're working too hard. Oh, you're doing this. You need to relax. That is true to an extent, but I cannot receive that from someone who doesn't understand what I'm doing. And that's something that I've made a mistake of in the past. I'm not doing that anymore. I will receive that from a like-minded person. I'll be having to tell my boy Carl Van like that. He be hard on himself, and I'm like, bro, you got a full-time job and a full family. Like, a full family. Like, bruh, hey, I need you to breathe. You good. I promise you, you're doing way more than you think you're doing, bro, for you to have such a heavy load. So, situations like that, not just the casual people who ain't doing nothing. And they're like, yeah, let's go out to drink. And you pay for it. What? That's not what I'm taking a break for.
Who paying?
That part. Oh, man. Is that it? You got any more resolutions?
No, it's so drastically different from how it was when you were a kid. I remember like being a kid and I was like, my New Year's resolution, I'm gonna eat an apple every day. Sit down, girl. You ain't eat no apple every day. And then like now it's over here trying to be all namaste and
Philosophical.
wisdom. Yes.
Oh my God.
It was like, I just want peace. I just want peace for my New Year's resolution. Like, oh my gosh, the tables have turned. The tides have tied.
The table done flipped the hell over, man. Ugh.
And kicked down the door somehow.
All right, yo. Well, those are our topics, man. Once again, before I get to the message to the Black brothers, actually, we'll close out after that. And that's the wrong.
Ew.
I'm getting old, yo.
Closed out.
The last message to the brothers. Right on, brothers.
Honestly, that should just be a sound note.
We're gonna have to meet and talk about like podcast stuff. That should be a sound for sure.
I'm just saying. What else can you say? I don't know. More power to y'all.
Brothers, man. This is the last message I have for you in this wonderful, beautiful year that we call 2023. I'm going to keep it short, sweet, and simple. not in a selfishly negative way, but I want you to think about yourself more, and I want you to do for yourself more. Every gender, race, nation, creed of person has their own type of struggle that they can identify with, and they have communities that they can go to and talk about these things, and they express these things on social media, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. And one of the things that we do as black men, one of our struggles is we feel like we have to carry a lot of people and a lot of things on our back sometimes. And some people will guilt trip us and make us feel less than if we refuse to carry them, or if we tell them we can't do it. But you know what? You ain't going to be able to do everything all the time. And it will cost you. It could cost you your mental health. It could cost you your physical health. It could cost you your financial well-being. So I want you to know that you should not feel guilty for choosing yourself. In the situation where you know you need to choose yourself, where doing what's best for you is the right answer, I want you to choose the right answer. You've made enough sacrifices. And they ain't got to be permanent. I'm not saying cut everybody off and tell them to kiss your ass, but there has to be a time and a moment for you. You know, I want you to come to that resolution or that realization before I really did. Like, I've always known it, but I've ignored it. Now here I am at 39. Like, you know what? It's time. You know, back hurting, all kind of shit. So if you're in your early 20s, mid 20s, early 30s, younger than me, that is my message to you, man. All right. And to the From My Experience podcast family, our lovely listeners, those who like, share, subscribe, those who leave reviews, those who send text messages. Shout out to everybody who said yes to an interview and actually came through on the interview. I appreciate y'all. Huge shout out to Ericca right here who just popped back up. I don't even remember how we reconnected. I think I just bothered you. But you were never really gone. You was just getting your life together, which I understand. But you are welcomed back with open arms. Thank you for all that you do for the show on mic and off mic. I really appreciate it. You are lifting a heavy load off of me. I really appreciate you. But yeah, I just want to thank everyone who continues to support the show. You know, we do this to promote positivity. We're sharing our experiences and our personal business out there, because life is full of bumps in the road. And if I can say something or share part of my journey that can help you avoid some of those bumps, that's what I want to do. And just like my lovely guests who also share their stories and share business tips and just life tips, it's the same thing. There's somebody out there who wants to get to where I am, so I'm sharing my path. So as they go down their path, they can say, oh, I heard about this from Rob. Or, oh, Rob warned me about this. Or Rob said this might be a good idea. Or I need to check this website. Like, that's all I want to be, man. It's just a beacon of positivity. Because we got enough negative shit out there. Like, we really, truly do. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, well, everywhere. Yeah, I'm like, you know, I could easily go out here and sensationalize stuff and have these same conversations that people are having. I get it. Y'all get clicks, likes, and attention. Great. But, eventually you'll get tired of talking about that stuff. I'm never going to get tired of being positive and giving people tips and tricks to help them throughout life. I know that. And that's no shade to anybody else. I mean, if that's what you do, that's what you do. Hey, there's room for everybody in podcasting. Just like every field, there's room for everybody. So, y'all enjoy the rest of 2023. Don't let anyone disrupt your peace. Take care of yourselves physically, mentally, and financially. Happy New Year in advance. Yeah, Happy New Year early because we ain't gonna be on for New Year's. I'm just trying to get all the sentimental stuff out. And yeah, we'll see y'all in 2020. Damn, 2024.
Yeah. How them 2000s babies feeling? I'm a 2000s baby.
I'm a 1984 baby.
Oof.
How dare...
I'll be damned.
Sorry.
No, you're not. So how y'all feeling? Shh, man, listen, my neck and my back, yo. And I ain't talking about like Kaya either.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I was gonna say no Kaya.
Do you have any parting words for the year for the peeps?
Dang, I lost it. It was gonna be something all sentimental and yoga like, but y'all have a great rest of your year and just find the giggles, find the laughs. The road that you take, it is not gonna be straight and narrow. It's gonna be curvy. And it will not have lights. Take that how you see it.
I was supposed to be playing the music the whole time we were doing
Oh,
that.
come on.
I forgot. Anyway, until next time, which will be in the new year, y'all, take care of yourselves physically, mentally, financially. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
Bye-bye.